what's up with it? This is Automatic. You are now watching WPC Season 2.0. This is the third installment to the 50 Cent Missions. If you've been following me, you already know what this is about. I've waited a while on this episode just for the simple fact that I got the pictures with him, me and my family, but I didn't get any footage. At the time, the date is June 30th, 2016. Me and my family drove to Mississippi to meet with 50, you know what I'm saying, for the third time in a row in 2016. And then I met him again back in 2014 when I flew to New Jersey. But the whole story to it is I started getting into reading and listening to audiobooks, you know what I'm saying, and trying to be more positive because I had the music down. I got the background down, being solid, you know what I'm saying, but I grew up in a lot of negativity, and it's very hard for me to transcend that. I couldn't do it with just the music alone, you know what I'm saying? So I stumbled upon Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, which is one of my favorite books. The motherfucker's like a major key for real, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know who he is, you need to check it out. And I also got into The Secret. Both of those books really heavy, you know what I'm saying? So the books is all about, you know, positivity, manifestation, the law of attraction. I figured out from Instagram that I was going to go meet with 50 at the last minute, had some little money stashed up, you know what I'm saying? And I had already met him in April before that in Jamaica, Queens. So I was like, I'm gonna just keep hitting them, you know what I'm saying, with the music, with the iPod, with the clothing line, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Just keep hitting them back to back, so there's no way that bro could deny me, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to show that it really didn't matter how far it took. I don't only just write good songs, you know what I'm saying, but I got hustle like a motherfucker too, and I come from nothing, you know what I'm saying? So that was really the whole point. So I had my video camera and everything, but then I was thinking, like, from reading The Secret and manifestation and, you know, just trying to not mess up my flow, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, part of the big parts of the books is that if you really believe in something and it's going to happen, there's certain things you can do to mess it up that show that you really, you know what I'm saying, don't believe in the shit, you know what I mean? So I was like, man, you know, if I really believe in this whole journey, and if I know that I'm about to go to Mississippi, I know that this is the time that I'm gonna get signed this year, and I really believe in it. There ain't no point in recording it because I'm about to make history and I'm about to have the deal and everybody's gonna see anyway. You know, why do I need to, you know, record this shit and keep it to show everybody if I know I'm really gonna get the deal? You know what I'm saying? So I didn't record it, you know, which I kind of regret now. I know I'm still gonna get the deal, but I should have just had it to document the journey. It's really not about proving myself to nobody, but I kind of was just kind of battling with that, and I just had been reading these books and really just studying all this shit, and the shit just been in my mind for a long time, you know what I'm saying? So I was really just trying to think on it and be positive and believe in myself and the universe and all that shit. So I seen a post on Instagram, 50 Cent was gonna be in Mississippi, and I have a rule, as long as it's 8 hours or less distance away, we're gonna drive. I was gonna do the same plan as I did in Oklahoma City. I was gonna use my mom, my girl, and myself, and I was gonna strategize a plan, you know, while meeting him to use it to optimize the situation, you know what I'm saying? So we went to Jacksonville or Jackson, Mississippi, so we drove the whole way there. So we shot to the hotel, you know what I'm saying, changed into, you know, new fresh clothes just to be presentable, and had to shoot back up to the signing because I didn't want to be late. I really didn't know how packed it was going to be. I didn't know the circumstances. All I know is that I had this goddamn music on this other iPod. I bought another 32 gigabyte brand new blue iPod, another pair of SMS audio headphones. I had the music on there. I had the clothing line. I had all the vlogs, passing out 10,000 CDs, and we was ready. We pulled up. And we almost got lost, we thought, you know what I'm saying, because it was in the middle of nowhere, in the motherfucking hood in Mississippi. It was at a goddamn gas station turned into a liquor store. I was kind of surprised, you know, that, you know, 50 and them would accept a place like this just because, shit, it was in the middle of nowhere. As soon as we pulled up, man, motherfucker was packed. Whole gas station packed, nigga. The whole hood was out. We had to park across the street, matter of fact, but we ran into the store, hurried up after we parked. We all got bottles. And this time, instead of having them go first, you know, do it the first way that we did in Oklahoma City, I had kind of reversed the roles. So I had just got done listening to the 50th Law audiobook. It's an excellent book. 50 Cent and Robert Greene wrote it based off of 50 and being fearless or whatever. But in the book, it kept saying something about you know, being somebody's apprentice, you know what I'm saying? And in my mind, I'm thinking like, there's so many people trying to come to 50 on when they sign, nigga, I'm the best rapper, you know what I'm saying? Sign me, bro, all this and all that. And I was like, I need to hit him with something different, you know what I'm saying? That kind of catch him off guard. So, this is how it went. We bought the bottles, we circled around back of the building, and everybody had made a line around the back of the building. I'm all thundered up, nigga. Got the goddamn KD jersey, brand new one when he was still signed with us. I got the new KD 8 Elites, you know what I'm saying? And I see 50's bodyguards and shit, you know what I'm saying? I see the police that got up there, they all guarding the door and shit. I'm coming through the door, and I see them about to take the picture and shit, so I come up to 50, I got the brand new iPod, you know, the headphones and shit. I come up to him, I walk straight up to him and handing him the shit, and I said, my name is Automatic, I want to be your apprentice. I rap, you know what I'm saying, and here, you got to take this, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to stop until you sign me. And he grabbed it, and he kind of just stared at it for a few minutes. At the same time, the camera dude came up behind me, trying to tell me, like, nah, bro, put that, you know, take that back. 50's busy right now, you know what I'm saying? And at that point, he took the iPod and put it in his pocket, and he was like, so what do you say you do? And I was like, well, shit, I'm an artist, I'm a rapper. I got clothing line on there. I got vlog on there, passing out 10,000 CDs, everything. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, I was like, this is a press kit. You know what I'm saying? This is like a super press kit catalog, which I think it kind of confused him a little bit. So in my mind, I was like, next time, I probably need to keep it a little bit more simple because he has to meet a lot of people just today. He's been, you know, busy and everything. We took our picture, and every time I've taken a picture, I've held the bottle like a gun. Like that, because I had went through all the pictures that they were posting on the F and Vodka page. So I had purposely went through, looked at everything, you know, seen how many people was meeting them, different artists, rappers, you know what I'm saying, painters, everything, you know what I'm saying? And I noticed everybody was basically taking the same pose, you know what I'm saying? So I started doing the gun, and I knew from last time his reaction in New York City, he was like wigging and laughing and telling all his people around him, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I gotta hit him with that. So at the point we taking the picture, I do the gun thing again, and then I could see out the corner of my eye click in his head like, oh shit, I remember this nigga keep popping up on me, you know what I'm saying? I was happy about that on the, you know, on the inside. And I walked off, and after I took about, let's say like 4 steps, I'm already just happy. I'm just content, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm ready to get that call. And he was like, hey, he was like, you say your name, what's your name again? And I said, Automatic. He said, all right. Cool, you know what I'm saying? So I'm out, I'm good. Now see, as far as my mom's and my girlfriend, since they came with me, like I said, I wanted to optimize my situation. I was like, I can use them to my benefit. What we did was, on the way to Mississippi, we had brought the pictures from the other signings of me and him. I gave one to my girl, I gave one to my mom, you know what I'm saying? And I had them specifically say something else to 50 that I wanted him to know, but I knew that I wouldn't have enough time to tell him all this stuff, so we basically just broke it down into 3 people. So this is what I had them do. My girl goes next. Right when I'm about to walk out the door, she's walking up to him. And this is what I had her to do. This is what we rehearsed, and it went perfect. So she walks up to him, she pulls out the picture from New York City, puts it right in his face, holds it there, and says, Automatic has passed out 10,100 CDs, and you can see it all on the iPod that he just gave you. And he was staring, and he was like, all right, Automatic? She was like, yeah. So then they took the picture, and then before she walked off, he was like, is it his music? So at that point, when she came out and told me, I'm thinking like, you know, is he confused about is me being a rapper and that's me rapping on there? But what I think it was later was the production, because it was a mixtape. So I was killing it, you know what I'm saying? But it was a mixtape. It wasn't original production and instrumentals, you know what I'm saying? So that actually led to making the investment too. So the project that I'm about to drop is actually the original investment project that I made specifically for 50, how it was intended to be. Productions that I picked from different artists. So people will get to hear that and get to hear the transition, the qualities and everything, the growth, and they'll be able to decide, you know, what they like or not. So I'm excited for people to hear about that. So back to my girl, you know, she's leaving. He tells her that. Cool. Next is my mom. So she was supposed to do the same thing that my girlfriend did, because she had the picture of me and 50 Cent in Oklahoma City back in January at the time. She was supposed to go up to him, hold it up, and say, with the growth and the popularity of the Thunder, the spotlight's been shining on Oklahoma. So much talent out there, and it's an untapped market. And whoever takes advantage of this first and pulls it off will be legendary. You know what I'm saying? Which I was saying that I was going to be the dude that was going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I got the drive. I got the music. You know what I'm saying? So we really need to capitalize on, you know, the Thunder blowing us up more, the spotlight's getting more, shining more on Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? And slowly but surely, thanks to the Thunder mostly, we're starting to break through some of those barriers, you know what I'm saying? So that's what she was supposed to say. But she was so excited to see him, she kind of forgot her lines. She took the picture with him and everything, and she was telling him that who I was and does he remember me? He said he did. I really don't. I think he did after he seen me do the pose, you know, besides that. But he had posted some video or some shit, you know what I'm saying, with his shirt off or some shit. And she had mentioned it to him, you know, as a joke. And I guess at that point, that kind of made him happy, you know what I'm saying? He was kind of smiling about that. So that was pretty cool. We hit him with the triple threat, you know what I'm saying? And she did show him the picture, and he said he remembered, you know what I'm saying? So that was pretty cool. That was basically the trip, you know, and after that whole thing, that's when, from what he told my girlfriend about it being my music and seeing some interviews, and he was saying that anybody could go on YouTube and get beats and stuff like that. But as far as being an artist and, you know, ascending to that level and writing full songs and song format, you know what I'm saying? That's when I went, re-strategized, got all new production, which took a while. I actually grew in just in my, you know, presence on the mic and being able to, you know what I'm saying, clearly say my words and just getting more comfortable on the mic. And then my producer at the same time, shout out to Soul Ray at Facebook, and he upgraded too, so it was nice. It took us a while to figure out, you know, the production. But what was crazy, and I know some people's probably wondering this, is actually on RVM, Rearview Mirror, it's most people's favorite song on the album. You'll notice that it's the same sample from the Future Mask Off. It's actually a little bit different. You know, if you're a producer or you have the ear, you'll notice it's a little bit different. But what was crazy is he actually wrote, recorded, and produced the track before Future, before the album dropped, before the single came out, everything. You know what I'm saying? You can ask Soul Ray. This is like in 2016. And then it came out later on when I was still holding on to the new project, because my plan wasn't to release it. I was just waiting to meet 50 again, but he stopped, you know, he sold his share in Effin for 60 mil, and he didn't make another opportunity for me to come and give him this new project. Later on, I felt like I was getting stagnant, so then I just came, dropped the project, and now I'm about to drop the Investment version 1 the way it was intended to hear. And then new music will be coming soon. New merch is coming soon. I know y'all see it, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of things going. And I appreciate it for everybody fucking with me and rocking with me, you know what I'm saying, who downloaded the album. And it's just is what it is, man. I'll see y'all soon. This is part 3 of the 50 Cent series, man. This is Automatic signing off.